Under the bright sun, children are absorbed in cheerful games, their carefree laughter echoing through the schoolyard. The schoolyard is filled with the carefree happiness of children at play. The atmosphere buzzes with youthful energy and boundless joy. The classroom trembles violently, sending books crashing to the floor. The lights flicker ominously, casting dancing shadows that amplify the children's fear. Children scream, their voices filled with terror as the room shakes around them. Ayan's eyes widen, flooded with the memory of drills, as he shouts, "Drop, cover, and hold on!" He gestures frantically, urging his classmates to take cover. His classmates scramble under desks, seeking refuge from the looming windows. In the kindergarten classroom, Sarah calmly guides the smaller children under the tables. "It's okay, we're safe here," Sarah reassures, her voice a soothing balm. The tremors cease, and a wave of relief washes over the schoolyard. Children assist teachers, guiding their classmates toward the open ground. The open yard becomes a haven, a place of safety and reunion. The children gather in a circle, their faces expectant. A careful count confirms everyone is present, safety assured. United, the group remains closely knit, security in numbers. Bilal quickly opens the emergency kit, revealing its contents. A teacher sits, wincing slightly. With the support of classmates, I gently begin to clean the teacher's minor wound. My hands steady, I carefully secure a bandage over the cleaned cut. Children gather closely, their voices mixing in gentle songs as they share snacks, and the air is filled with the scent of hope. They try to keep everyone's spirits up. Ayan grabs a walkie-talkie from the emergency box. He speaks into the walkie-talkie, reporting their location. Amidst the chaos, children and adults move together, ensuring the safety of the village elders. I watch as they gently assist an elderly woman with a walker, guiding her towards safety. The elder shuffles forward, her hand gripping the walker tightly. A tense silence descends as the faint static of a radio cuts through the air. Sarah listens intently. Sarah's voice cuts through the silence. "Everyone, listen up. The radio is reporting aftershocks." Sarah warns with urgency. "It's crucial that we all stay outside, in the designated safe zones." Sarah pleads with a tone of deep concern. "I know it's tempting to go back inside, but it's too dangerous." Sarah's voice rises with urgency. The buildings could collapse. Beneath the gentle glow of streetlights, a group of children stands before a crowd, their earnest faces illuminated by the soft light. Youthful guides teach quake safety. Enthusiastically, they demonstrate the vital drop, cover, and hold on technique. Their small bodies huddle low, arms protectively covering their heads. Before the gathered community, the children stand tall, their faces reflecting unwavering determination. They gesture passionately, detailing innovative plans for earthquake-resistant structures. The children continue, fervently advocating for regular safety drills at their school. They advocate for preparedness and prevention. Reporter swarm, events impacting us. Microphones extend, cameras flash, eager to capture the story from the children who witnessed yesterday's events. A reporter pushes forward, seeking answers from Ayan. "Ayan, can you tell us about what happened? You were very brave." The schoolyard resonates with laughter and shouts, as Ayan stands firm, his expression earnest. In the midst of the lively chaos, Ayan speaks with conviction. "We were just helping each other." His voice resonates with the simple truth. "That's what we should all do." The news reporter turns, eyes locking onto Sarah. Sarah steels herself, finding strength in the face of the camera's unyielding gaze. The reporter's voice slices through the tension. "How did you keep the younger children calm?" Sarah's soft reply belies her courage. "I just told them we were playing a game and they were very brave players." In the schoolyard, the news reporter faces the camera, ready to deliver a powerful message. They were just kids, but in the face of disaster, they became heroes, teachers, and protectors.